Hey, welcome back. Tape Traffic Warriors. Here we go. So we're in the trenches. We're now really starting to get into some stuff. This video is dedicated once again to cold calling and to telemarketing. Now, this happens to be an area that I excel in. I like it a lot. This right here is, I don't know if you can see that. I'm doing this a horrible job of this, but it's a muffler man in Kentwood. And as you can see on the back, I stopped in there. I did a normal, hey, I'm Dan, I'm with Tape Traffic. Um, who handles your advertising and marketing? Do you have somebody here that I could talk to that handles that? And the manager came out. He said, yeah, this is actually owned by corporate, and they're out of the Saginaw Flint area. And so he gave me this name of Casey, who's out of Saginaw. That's where they're based out of. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call and do a telemarketing call so you can hear what I say. So this is live, and I'm calling Casey. And I don't know whether I'll get through to Casey or not, but you can hear what I do. Okay, it's ringing. Ready? Still ringing. Hi, this message is for Casey. Casey, this is Dan Cheadle. I'm calling out of Grand Rapids. I stopped into your store in Kentwood, Maintenance Man and Muffler Man, and we have a really cool, totally revolutionary product. It's an advertising product, and we work with a lot of merchants that print receipts. We also work with a number of grocery stores. I'd love to talk to you about our program. It is super expensive, and I know that I'm talking your language when I say that we're the home of the 1 penny ad. So I'd like to run that by you, get your input, and so you can call me back. I'm at 616 446 6076. And when we connect, then I can kind of shoot you through a little bit of information that we do and see if we could work with some of your stores. All right, talk to you later. All right, so that was a live call that you just saw. I didn't get anywhere. Obviously, I left a message. I didn't say a whole lot, as you heard. Once again, as you probably picked up, there's that 15-second elevator pitch. So that was one of the calls that I make. Here is the way that I do it when I'm telemarketing. It's one call right after another, and it's a lot like door knocking. I don't really do a whole lot differently. What is our number one objective? Number one, to get an appointment, not to make a sale, just to get an appointment. I want to get in front of 100 people this week. What's our number one objective? To get an appointment. Number two, gather information. Who handles the advertising market? That's all we need. Now, what I do recommend is that we work by categories. And what I mean by that is if I'm calling for oil change, there's two things I can do. I can connect with these people on LinkedIn. Remember, we talked about that before. Get on LinkedIn, connect with owners. How you doing? Love to meet with you. Don't tell them anything. Just go for the appointment. Number two, if I'm on a site like merchantcircle.com, write this down, merchantcircle.com, you can put in oil change, you can put in automotive, you can put in realtor, you can put in mortgage. Well, whatever category you're working, I suggest that you have a clean notepad and you write down mortgage and start connecting with mortgage people. And when you connect with them, what are we doing? Going for an appointment. You're going to hear me say that over and over again. What do we tell them? our 15-second elevator pitch. And so it just becomes repetition. What we're doing here is we're getting into repetition over and over again. And so if I work mortgage companies, I'm just going to keep writing them down here. I made a contact with somebody, Bob Davis, the owner, and I got his email address. I got his phone number. Okay, what can I do now? I can send him an email saying, hey, I was trying to connect with you. We have a totally revolutionary advertising product. We work with a lot of different companies in the end. Now, I can make this unique. One of the things I want to do is let them know I'm looking to connect with a mortgage company. So we work with mortgage companies. We work with we work with oil change companies. We work with oil change companies and we do their advertising on the back of grocery receipts. So I'm not going to get all that now, but I'm letting you know where is this going. And so where it's going is make your pitch unique to that business and to that industry. So if I'm calling All Mortgage today, I'm going, if I get somebody on the phone, this is what I'm going to say. Yeah, and he'll say, this is Dave. How can I help you? Hey, Dave, I'm Dan Cheadle. I'm calling with Tape Traffic. How you doing today? He's going to say, good. How you doing? Hey, I'm good. I'm working hard just like everybody. You'll hear me say that over and over again, but it gets a little giggle. And hey, the reason I'm calling Dave is I understand that you're one of the owners, one of the partners. You're in charge of advertising and marketing. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Okay, awesome. Is there any way that I can get an appointment to come and sit down and meet with you? Well, what's this about? Can you kind of give me a preview? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we are a totally new, revolutionary business. You've never seen advertising like this before. It's very cool. We work primarily with businesses that, for example, you're a mortgage guy. We like to work with mortgage people because they do really well with our product. But we also work with a lot of different industries that, they print receipts for their business, and we work with grocery stores. Basically, it's a lot easier for me to show you this because it's so new and so revolutionary that the best way for me to tell you this is that we're the home of the one penny ad, okay? But that doesn't tell you a whole lot. It makes more sense when I show you what we do. Is there any way I could come in for 10 minutes tomorrow? Well, you know what? I mean, sounds like you got something interesting there. Yeah, good. Boom, I got an appointment. And so you didn't hear me say anything. I didn't get too specific. I'm letting them know I like to work with mortgage people. If I'm talking to oil change, I like to work with oil companies. I like to work with restaurants. I like to work with tanning salons, whatever that category is. But you want to tailor towards that business, number one. Number two, don't tell them a whole lot. 15-second pitch is great, and keep going for the appointment. Now, if they push, well, can you tell me a little bit more? Well, that would be the point of my appointment with you, because I'd like to show you a sample of what we do, and it's hard to do over the phone. But if I could come in tomorrow for 10 minutes and show you what we do, then you'll understand. Everything will make sense, and I think you'll be excited to see this. All right. So keep pushing for the appointment. People are going to always go, hey, I don't want to waste a lot of time here. Tell me what you're doing. Well, you know what? Honestly, I've got a sample. I'd like to show it to you. If I can put this in your hands, and then it's going to make a lot more sense. By the way, we do a lot of other different things that we could talk about too. So you can always do a spin-off. A spin-off is where you go, we do a whole lot of other stuff, and so we could be on the phone for 2 hours. I'd rather just meet with you for 10 minutes, show you everything that we do, and then maybe there's a way that we can find a commonality where we can help each other. Boom. Friendly, connecting, mutual, go for the appointment. Does that make sense?